up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. This is deck number 200. Yes it is. Oh yes it is. This is insanity. 200 decks already. I know there have been other videos. We already had our video number 200. If you haven't seen it, it was with Hello Good Game. A link will be over my head right now, so you can totally check that out. It was freaking amazing to play it together with Hello Good Game on my channel, on his channel. Was freaking awesome. But this is deck number 200. I built 200 decks for this channel already. That is insanity. Freaking insanity. That is also why I decided that I will start a Patreon, because I thought maybe you want to support the channel in some kind of way. Maybe get some perks. What those perks are? Well, check the Patreon. There will be a link down in the description. There will be a link on my banner. So check those things out and you can become one of those awesome freaking people. So just, you know, every single cent that you will support the channel with will go into the channel. I will maybe be buying some coffee to work more efficiently, but yeah, everything else will go into the channel, like buying new cards from the new sets, buying new setups, buying something for, I don't know, my computer, stuff like that. So, but enough yammering, let's get into the red snow, hammering. Red snow? Why? Well, because this is a secret Grixis deck. We have one snow-covered mountain, and once this snow-covered mountain comes out, we have a Tibble Cosmic Imposter, which will be freaking delicious. So I really like this kind of deck, and that is why I had to showcase it as my 200th deck, something that is so close to my heart. And here it is. So, we have the Valki. In the early game, pretty good. You can steal something from their hand, just disrupt their game for a little bit. Must be pretty nice, and that's why it's here. And then you have the Tibbled. You steal a card from each opponent's library and your own, so you get 2 cards for 2 mana. Then you can exile a target artifact or creature, and then you can exile all of the graveyard and just steal everything. And everything that was exiled by him, you can play it. So pretty freaking good. Then we have the Professor Onyx, because she's just such a freaking bae. And baby, I'm hot for a teacher, and here she is, Professor Onyx. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. And for a +1, you can draw a card from out of 3 cards. So you look at the top 3 cards, get 1 into your hand, the other 2 into your graveyard. For -3, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power among creatures that players control. And for -8, you just win the game. Each player may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life, and then you do that 6 more times. So it's either 7 cards or 21 life. And that is just so good. Also, they can just mix it up however they want. And as the big old finisher, because it is Sunday, so it is time for some Super Serpent Sunday, we have the Lochmere Serpent. It's a flash creature, a 7/7 for 6, which is already freaking insanity. You can sacrifice an island, pay a blue and sacrifice an island. It can't be blocked, so the next turn, you just get in for 7 damage. And you can sacrifice a swamp to gain 1 life and draw a card. So freaking good. And once this is in your graveyard, you just pay a DIMIR colors, a black and a blue, and you will exile 5 cards from your opponent's graveyard and return the serpent to your hand. And exiling stuff from the graveyard is just so freaking good. Trust me, if you're up against, I don't know, maybe a cycling deck or a rogues deck, this is so good. Because they can do nothing against it. Nothing. You can only do it during your turn, but that is still fine. The serpent will come back. So what is the rest of the deck? Hardcore control and 2 Midnight Clock. So the Midnight Clock is really freaking good, because with the Professor Onyx we'll throw stuff in our graveyard. We will use all of our stuff and then just bring it all back with the Midnight Clock. Also, this is a very nice ramp, so that is very freaking good. So we have some draw in here with the Graven Lore, 2 of them, as we're playing snow. Why are we playing snow? Because of the blood on the snow. So, with the Graven Lore and the blood of the snow, the reason why we're playing snow, also this gives us access to a Faceless Haven. That is very freaking good. Use Cry X, where X is the amount of snow mana cast, and then you draw 3 cards. You can do this and step of your opponent's turn. Very freaking nice. If they aren't a real danger during their turn, you can just Graven Lore away, draw 3 cards. Very freaking nice. Then we have the Behold the Multiverse, just a very good draw card. I still can't believe this is a common. Just very freaking good. You scry 2, draw 2 cards, what else do you want? And then we have 4 Frantic Inventories. Yes, we're very, very draw heavy, but we need to be, because we always need to find an answer. As we are a DIMIR secret Grixis deck, we really need to always find an answer. Then we have 3 Solid Comics, my counterspell of choice right now, with 2 Test of Talents, just in case we're going up against a Yorion deck, we want to get rid of the Emergent Ultimatum, it is very freaking good, and also against, I don't know, cycling decks, it is also very freaking good. Then we have some spot removal with the Heartless Act and the Baleful Mastery. You know me, I love the Baleful Mastery, just a very, very, very good card to remove whatever. Even if they draw a card, because you only pay 2, it is still totally worth it, because you exile whatever they own. Then we have a lot of board wipes. We have 2 Extinction Events, we have 2 Shadow's Verdict, and we have 3 Blood on the Snow. And with a Blood on the Snow, you can't even bring back your Professor Onyx and your Lochmere Serpent, because we have enough snow mana to make it happen. Only 2 lands in here aren't snow mana, because I wanted to have some untapped lands, just in case I want to bring down the Valki on turn 7, and if I would have had like the equivalent of an ice tunnel but with red on it, could have been bad. Could have been very freaking bad. So this is a very control-y, very nice deck, and if you're into control decks, you will absolutely freaking love it. Maybe I could have put in an Ashiok, but not today. Today wasn't the day. Maybe the next time. But for now, this is the deck. So we have 6 beautiful snow-covered islands, we have 7 beautiful snow-covered swamps, 1 snow-covered mountain, 4 snow-covered ice tunnels. Yes, I called it like that. Then we have a Riverglide Pathway, the Blightstep Pathway, and of course the 4 Faceless Havens, just to make sure that we can attack in for some ultra damage. And look at me, I am the Faceless Haven now. So, thank you all so very freaking much for 200 freaking decks. Also the person yesterday that gave me that very lovely comment, oh man, thank you so much. Your hate is my fuel. Reading stuff like that shows me that people are so invested with what I do that they even hate me. That is the best feeling ever. The best freaking feeling ever. Hands down. Thank you so much. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check yesterday's video. I pinned the comment. It was delicious. Freaking delicious. You will enjoy it very much. So, thank you all so very freaking much once more. I'm really happy to be here for each and every one of you every single day. Putting down a fresh new deck since 200 freaking decks now is so crazy. So crazy. So, I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you in those snow-covered games. Alright, deck number freaking 200. We're up against Genere. I think this hand is okay. We will have a turn 5 Blood on the Snow, which might just be enough. If it's not, we still have the Graven Lore. The opponent's going first. We have never turn 4 Blood on the Snow. No, we don't. We don't. Because the Midnight Clock still needs to be on the field, so yeah. We don't know nothing about our opponent. So let's just hope that he's a creature-based deck of some sorts. And yeah, if he's not, well, we might have still a chance. Also, do you like my kind of Grixis colors? Where's the red, you ask? Well, look into my eye. They're red from the crying. From the crying. Also the rank. The rank is red as well, so hey. Hey, everything is geared. What does the good book tell us? Interesting. What about... That's just like the same... That's also the same page. What is going on with this book? It only has 2 pages. Flipped on his head. So much work, but they can't even get this book to work. Oh man. Genere, what's up with you? Oh, you're back. You're here. Okay, he's a mono red deck. He is, and we have 2 Blood on the Snow now. So the game really wants me to have a chance. I appreciate that game. Really do. So here's a, yep, Robber of the Rich turn 2, just as I freaking thought. And of course he steals the Shadow's Verdict. Of course he freaking steals the Shadow's Verdict. Holy smokes. What a champion. What a freaking champion. And the Annex? Oh, yes, yes, give it to me. So, the Shadow's Verdict would have been the only real thing helping us here. But hey. So, if he has the Embercleave in hand, we are pretty dead. And if he doesn't, we still want to Baleful Mastery the Annex here. We just want to. So bad. So bad. Alright. So, my friend, what you doing? Have you gotten another answer here? Like, yeah. Let me guess. You now have the dwarf in hand. Alright. So, we have to annex here, kill the Annex here. If he has the sword, it still takes one more turn to calm down, so that is still fine. But him stealing the Shadow's Verdict is just so typical. So typical, typical, that's so typical. Alright, the side coming won't help him during his turn. No dwarf? No dwarf. Alright. But another Annex, of course. Of course. Alright, so if he has an Embercleave here, we're just super screwed. We are just super screwed. Nothing we can do here. If he has the dwarf, we're also super screwed. And yeah, this is 7. So, even if we wipe the board here, he will have 4 creatures left. So we're super screwed. Unless now we find a... Okay, another Robber of the Rich. That is kind of okay. But if we don't find a board wipe here, we're just super screwed. And him stealing the Shadow's Verdict was just the luckiest thing that could happen. Also, we're now just 1 damage away from, yeah, and we're dying to the... Okay. This is insanity. This is freaking insanity. Let's wipe the board here. Blood on the snow. Destroy all creatures. Feels good. Feels good. How could he have stolen the Shadow's Verdict on turn 1? There was like... Boom! The only thing that could have saved us, he stole it immediately. He stole it freaking immediately. Oh, Mono Red. Oh, Mono Red. Alright, so we got our typical loss against Mono Red. Nothing wrong there. It's been the longest time, to be honest. It's been the longest freaking time. So. And now we're up against a Vanilla deck, I think. Yep, it 1,000,000% is a Vanilla deck. Who else plays an Usher of the Fallen? There you go. Just... Oh! Are you my spirits deck? Oh, maybe they are. Are you my spirits deck? Oh, I would love that. I would freaking love that if you were. Another Usher of the Fallen. Alright, alright. So, something else? No? Well, we will see. We will see. Alright, alright, I really like that. Really freaking do. I really love to see that. Oh, could be my spirit stack. It really could be. Alright. So we're putting down another blue here, just in case there is a Blade Historian or whatever ready to rock and roll here. Or still a Vinoda. Could still be a Vinoda. You never know. You never freaking know. Alright. Oh, freaking right. I really love to see that. Really do. Got to be honest. There's nothing that I would love more to see here. Okay. Not doing anything. Not doing anything. So we're odding away here. Getting rid of those spirits is very important. So now we still have the Baleful Mastery for spot on removal. The Strict Proctor. It really could be my spirit stack. Freaking love it. Freaking love it. Alright, let us see what's going down here. We have still the Baleful Mastery ready to rock and roll. So nothing to worry about here. Yet. Are we worrying yet? I don't think we are. Because we still need one more land for our Blood on the Snow. So, we are on 3 life. Alright, that is not too much. But we have Blood on the Snow and we have a Valki now, which is very freaking good. So, we can't bring back anything. But hey, we still have the Baleful Mastery. We're 1 land away from our good old friend, the Tybalt. So everything is freaking good. And we have the Graven Lore ready to rock and roll. I love it. Here is the Blade Historian. Here he freaking is. So let's pay a lot of snow. Oh my lord, not a single land in sight. Alright. Alright. So. That is brutal. That is very brutal. I got to admit. Very freaking brutal. But we have the Baleful Mastery, so everything is still alright. We're putting down the midnight clock. And then we still have enough for everything. So we're passing the turn, discarding 2. I think the Test of Talents and 1 Frantic Inventory can go, as it means that we will draw 1 more card anyways. So, what you got here, my friend? What you got? He's got nothing. He's just attacking in. I hope he can give a hexproof to a creature. He cannot. Respawn. Alright. Alright. But this could really be. So, for now, this is 1,000,000% my deck. 1,000,000% my deck. And I really freaking love it. Really do. Alright. So, learning away. But what you're learning? The Masked Exhibition. Don't have enough mana to play it, though. So sadly, we need to Blood on the Snow once more. Yes, yes. We still have the Baleful Mastery. We still have the Valki. I really wish I could have kept up my... Oh, the Skyclave Apparition, eh? Alright, alright. So, I think this is as good as a point as any to put down the Tybalt, steal the Skyclave Apparition, and get rid of the Rally of the Ranks. Feels pretty a-okay. Feels pretty a-okay. We still have a Baleful Mastery to get rid of the Flyer. We still have another Valki. So, they really need to find a land, otherwise it's just kinda useless. Kind of. Alrighty, so we found this. We found this. Everything is really good. So I'm still keeping up my counterspell. I am still keeping up my counterspell. Because I really, really want to counter that Masked Exhibition in the worst case. Otherwise, I still have the Frantic Inventory. Okay, so if he... Yeah, we're countering that. We are countering that. 1,000,000% though. And drawing some cards. Oh, they just surrender. But this kind of was my deck. I haven't seen any card that wasn't part of my deck, apart from maybe the Guiding Voice. Or was it in there? I think it even was. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, so, that game went pretty well. The one that we lost against Mono Red, no shame in that. We are going first. We have 1 blue. We have, yeah, I think we can keep this. I think we can. Also, we're going first. Really freaking love it. So, we are putting down the swamp. Maybe we find a blue source and we aren't forced to play this as a red source, but we will find out. With the Frantic Inventory, we can find it sooner or later. Sooner or later we will be able to. Alrighty. So, Snow-Covered Swamp is activated. Nobody knows what that means but us. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but Jesus. Alright. Couldn't find a land here. So, I hope we do find a land. I mean, we have enough land. We have a 40% chance to find a land. That is a-okay. Alright, are we up against some kind of a counterspell deck? We might be. We might be. Still no land, alright. Still no land, alright. But we will have a look at his hand here. Feels good. Feels pretty good. Oh boy. Okay. Stealing the Goldspan Dragon. Goldspan Dragon, you are now in my hand. So if we can find a land, which would be very cool, I mean, we have ways to go. We have. Expressive Alliteration, alright. Could wipe the board here, so we're up against some kind of tempo deck. Some kind of weird freaking tempo deck with the Draconic Intervention, which is a very awesome card. Not gonna lie about that one. So, I hope we find a land here. What is going on? What is going on? Thank you, game. Thank you so much. A land. A freaking land. Alrighty, so they kind of have to return to destroy this Valki now, because the chances that we find a land next turn are pretty high. Not gonna lie. So, we can't even play our Faceless Haven attack mode here, because we don't have any more, you know, snow lands. But we might be able to find them. We might be able to. I just hope that we find an answer for the Lochmere Serpent here. The Prismari command? I honestly did not expect that. Alright, so we found 3 Faceless Havens here. 3 of them. But you know what? Let's just keep that Goldspan Dragon out of their hand. Let's just keep it out of their hand. Would be very good. Would be very, very good. I don't want a Goldspan Dragon to be attacking me and making them treasure. I don't want that. I really don't. So, they can still use the Brazen Borrower here, which is kind of annoying. But if they do, they also lose the treasure, and that is kind of good. So, what you doing, my friend? Are you doing it? Are you sacrificing your treasure? I mean, they have the handful of lands. They are not doing it. Alrighty, that is good. That is pretty good. So, but what is going on here? Maybe a Draconic Intervention could be what's going on here. And it is what's going on. So, we will be searching for a counterspell here. I think if we find a counterspell here, we're pretty happy about that. Pretty freaking happy. Are you serious? The last card was a Mystical Dispute. Well, what you gonna do about it? Not much we could. Not much we could do about it. But we have the Lochmere Serpent here, and I'm totally gonna use it. Totally gonna use it. Well, they can still return it with the Brazen Borrower, so maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not totally using it. Pass 2 attacks. Not doing anything. Alright. I mean, even if they do, we can still exile stuff from the graveyard, which is pretty good. Oh, I love the Lochmere Serpent. Such a sweet card. Such a sweet, sweet card. If they use the Brazen Borrower here, at least they used it, which is pretty good. Alright. So, Brazen Borrower can't be used any freaking more. And now we're just chilling. Now we're just freaking chilling. We still have the Baleful Mastery, we still have the Heartless Act, so everything is still a-okay. Everything is still a-okay. So we're using the Baleful Mastery here, not making them draw a card. And if they play down the Goldspan Dragon, we still have the Heartless Act. Yes, that makes them a treasure, but who even cares at this point? Who even cares? We need to do something. Really need to do something. We're not finding a blue source, which is kind of annoying. And I really hope that we can, you know, not get countered here. Please don't be a counterspell. Please don't be a counterspell. Of course it was. Of course it was. Well, at least now we know that there is no more counterspells. Or at least that's what I hope. This is so good. This is so good. Alrighty. Liked that. I really liked that. So, now we're in kind of top deck mode. We don't know about their one card in here. We have a Midnight Clock. That also means that we have a second blue source, which is very good. Very, very good. Alright. Alright. This might be a tough battle, but we finally found a blue source, which is very, very good, because that means that sooner or later we will be able to play our Graven Lore, which is just so good. Alrighty, so now we're finding blue sources. Now we are finding blue sources. Love it. Freaking love it. So, Graven Lore here is pretty good, not gonna lie. That will help us find... Okay, they just found another counterspell, didn't they? But if we play the Graven Lore this turn, they can't be using that counterspell. So hey, pretty good. Pretty freaking good. Are you serious? No, 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 no. Not this. Not like this. Not like freaking this. Oh my lord. Okay. That was pretty freaking brutal. That was pretty freaking brutal. So, we will just keep that up because we can play it. So we will see what they do. But that was brutal. The test of talents. Seriously. Seriously. Not a bad draw in this situation. Not a bad draw at all. The Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, couldn't care less. Bone Crusher Giant is fine. Bone Crusher Giant is fine. So we are putting down the Lochmere Serpent here. If they really have a counter spell and want to use it here, that is kind of fine with me, because we can just exile everything they own and bring the Lochmere Serpent back. Yes, 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 yes. So we even found a red source here. So, exiling all of their good stuff. Exiling everything that could trigger the Draconic Intervention. And now we just passed the turn. We can play the Lochmere Serpent in instant speed. Sorry, I was thinking about what I want to do. As Sheen. So, we whittled away all of your resources. Slowly but surely we did. Getting in there? Well, in that case, we're blocking with the Lochmere Serpent. And even if they have a counter spell now, which would be so freaking crazy if the top deck was another counter. Crazy. Just freaking crazy. But you know what we're going to do here? We're doing the good stuff. Doing the freaking good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Doing the good stuff. Bringing back the Lochmere Serpent. There you go. We can't bring back the Valki. Before you say anything, we can't bring it back. And now we are the one with the counter spells. How you like that, potato, my friend? Yeah, that is fine. We're just, Heartless acting that. The treasure token is not my biggest worry. But keeping up a side coming here seems pretty a-okay to me. Seems pretty a-okay to me. So. During, well. I think we should foretell this now. And now we can just attack in with a lot of Faceless Havens. Seems pretty legit to me. So what you gonna do about that, my friend? What you gonna do about it? We still have enough mana for whatever you're doing here. So, go ahead. Be my guest. Be my freaking guest. Let's give him a... No, let's not. Let's not. Let's just give him the Dancing Hedron. Let's give him the Dancing Hedron. Alright. So, we have everything we need. We can attack in with everything here. So, yeah. At least he's taking it like a champion. Got to be honest here. Very, very nice. Oh, I already forgot about that mono red deck. I already forgot about it. So sweet. So sweet. Alrighty, 2-1. We're up against Panos. Is that like Thanos' little brother? We're going first. Could be a creature-based deck. Could not. We don't know anything. We're just keeping this hand because it has a Midnight Clock, it has a Frantic Inventory, and we're going first. That is kind of awesome. I didn't even realize that we did. Did not even realize that we did. Alright. Alright. Could be anything. Could be freaking anything. But what will it be? Well, we have the heart. Okay. Alright. So, I think we're getting rid of one Heartless Act here. Resolve. Get rid of the Heartless Act. Alright, a Croxa deck has been the longest time, to be honest. Oh, the Extinction Event is so nice here. And the Baleful Mastery as well. So we are being smart this time, putting down the Faceless Haven. Okay. So, no matter what we discard here, sooner or later we will be able to get it back. We just have to be wary about what he's doing here. The Timorite calls that. Yeah, that is kind of fine with me. No creatures to be found? Oh, that must hurt. That must freaking hurt. Yeah, he can get rid of his Croxa if he wants. He does want to. What the heck? That is my face right now. That is my freaking face right now. So I think they just have another Croxa, let's be honest. Why shouldn't they just have another Croxa here? Otherwise it makes no sense. What the heck? Oh my lord, this poor person. This poor freaking person. This is odd, isn't it? Yep, it is. Alright, so let's just exile it. Let's just freaking exile the Vargaroth. Vargaroth? Yagaroth? Varagoth. Varagotho. Alright, another Faceless Haven. So, can we just attack in here? We can. Yes, we can. And we will, because we still have the Heartless Act. So, everything I need is a Heartless Act and the Test of Talents in the worst case. So, he was very unlucky here. This player was very unlucky here. Getting a lot of mountains and stuff into their graveyard felt really bad, I guess. Must have felt really, really bad. The Mire Triton. Still okay. We still have the Extinction Event. Alright. And maybe we're even using it here. Maybe we are. Okay. So we're putting the counter on the clock. No need not to. No need not to. So, but what are we doing next? We will find out very soon. Well, this makes our decision very freaking easy. Very freaking easy. Oh, Philip Burbaran, you painted a beautiful freaking card. Just a beautiful freaking card. So, we lost our Heartless Act here, but we have still a Test of Talents. I mean, why not? What else would we use it for? Let's be honest. What else would we be using it for? And we gotta look at his hand. Alright, this hand is pretty useless against us, not gonna lie. Must feel pretty bad. And we're very close to getting ourselves a lot of cards. So yeah. Claiming the Firstborn on the Woe Strider, not even that unsmart. Got to admit, not even that unsmart. So, we now have the Faceless Haven, so everything is good. Everything is good. We can just block, and sooner or later get it back. We still have the Heartless Act also, if we really want to use it here. But we can also just push the clock here. Another freaking Varagoth. Well, as these are both odd. Yeah, don't want to use it, don't you? Yeah, that is not even that bad, my friend. Not even that bad. Oh, we will lose that one. But that is fine. That is absolutely fine. Because we will just wipe the board here. Alrighty. We will still wipe the board here. I mean, in a way we did. In kind of a way we did. Wipe the board here. And yeah. We can also just push the clock now, but why should we? Why should we? If we draw a counter spell, we're still super a-okay with that. Oh, this Woe Strider is very much the ugliest thing I have ever seen. But getting rid of the Woe Strider here seems pretty fine to me. So, do we find a counter spell here? Or maybe a new Valki? Maybe a Black Source would also be nice. We didn't find a counterspell, but we found a Frantic Inventory, so everything is still a-okay. And we got another Faceless Haven cycling away. Alright. So he milled himself a lot of lands in the early game, which must have been very freaking painful. Very freaking painful. So, now we're drawing all the lands in the world. Alright. So do we even need to play another land than this? No, we don't. And I will keep up my midnight clock for now. And I'll put down a Lochmere Serpent next turn. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. The Mire Triton. Alright, so does that mean that maybe I'm not putting down this Lochmere Serpent? Well, we will see. We will see. Because the Lochmere Serpent, even if it dies, it is still pretty valuable. Because we can get rid of stuff of their graveyard. So that is pretty good to me. And we can make it unblockable. So hey. So hey. Alright, the Graven Lore. Now we can put down the Midnight Clock. Seems pretty good to me. Do we need all of these snowlands? I don't think so. I don't think we do. Also, we will get them back sooner or later. We are now unblockable, my friend. Unfreaking blockable. Oh. Maybe he does have a kill spell. Maybe the opponent does have a kill spell. But we still have the Graven Lore, which we can use for 4 snowland. So everything is pretty good here. Everything is pretty freaking good. The Bone Crusher. A Bone Crusher. Well, we still have the blood on the snow, so we can just wipe the board. Oh my lord. Holy smokes. Yeah. That is, We have enough land. We do have enough land. But nothing to worry about here. Alright, the side coming would have been nice now, but we couldn't even be able to play. We wouldn't even be able to play it, so everything is still a-okay. So now we found another test of talents. Let's put down this one. Let's just wipe the board here and just bring back our serpent. Let's just bring it freaking back. Seems pretty good to me. So no matter what they play, we have the side coming now. We will have our Professor Onyx very freaking soon. Very freaking soon. Another Chrome War. No, sir. No way, Jose. You're not doing that. You aren't doing that. Alright. So, we got all these Faceless Havens. Does that mean we win? It does. It does mean we win. Alright. So, let's get all these Faceless Havens online. And attack in for a tasty 15 damage. Seems pretty good to me. Oh, Lochmere Serpent, you're the best. You're just the best. Alright, time to go into the last game. Tongue Talk. Alright, the opponent's going first. Of course. Of course. And we have an okay hand, but no blue sources. But if we find a blue source sooner or later, or any land, we're kind of good with this hand. If we're up against a creature-based deck, that is. If we are, we are. I will just keep it. It's the last land. We are up against a creature-based deck. So hope that we can survive until the last turn. Until the 5th turn. And we're not finding land, which is very bad. Very freaking bad. But we will have the Baleful Mastery. So, yeah. But we're still not finding any land. Oh, come on. It's a mono-red deck. I really need those lands. I really, really do need those lands. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're super screwed. We're super screwed. I mean, I kept the 2-lander. It's kind of my own fault. Oh, there's a land. There is a land. So all we need now is one more land. Well, 2 more lands. 2 more lands. And we're super good. And we are super good. Are we taking a hit here? I think we are. I think we are taking 1 hit. Okay. So let's gamble away. Oh, we found a land. That is so good. That means we can have a look at his hand. And hopefully find something nice that we like. Oh, smokes. Yeah, we're taking that gold span dragon. We're taking it 1,000,000%. Alright, so there will be an annex coming down now. But maybe with the Shadow's Verdict we have a chance to get rid of that sucker. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Alright. Alright. We can also make ourselves a gold span dragon if we find 1 land here. Which we didn't. Didn't find 1 land. But we still have the Baleful Mastery, so let's chill for now. Let's freaking chill for now. We just need to find one land. And hope that the opponent doesn't have an Embercleave. Just hope for the best. Just hope for the best. So we kind of need to react now, don't we? So let's draw first. Let's just draw first. Found a land. That is good. That is pretty good. Getting rid of the annex here. So I'm wondering. This is 4. Oh, this is 7. That also means that we can just block here. Can't we? Alright. So the Goldspan Dragon will still be a problem. Unless we find a freaking land next turn. Then the Goldspan Dragon won't be as big as a problem as it seems. 1, 2, 3... Oh, the Goldspan Dragon is such a huge problem here. What's going on? The mono red deck has more lands than we do? What is up with that? So, Goldspan Dragon, a huge freaking problem. Unless we find a very good answer here. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Yep, they're super serious. What the heck? What the heck? And we didn't find anything here. So, there would have been our next land. There you go. There would have been our next land. Like, in 5 freaking cards. In 5 freaking cards. Well, we did our best. We did our freaking best. There was nothing we could have done. Tongue tuck. Got us real good. So, it's a nice wraparound. We started with Lost by Mono Red. We ended with Lost by Mono Red. But it is still ridiculous that Mono Red had more lands than we did. Still ridiculous. Alright, those Mono Red decks really showed me who's boss. But in the first game, he stole our Shadow's Verdict on turn 2. Like, we have 2 of them in the deck. And our deck really wanted us to have it, but no, he had to steal it. And it would have been a game changer. A freaking game changer. Even the Blood on the Snow when we played it wasn't good enough because he had 2 annexes, stole our Shadow's Verdict. Felt so bad. And in the last game, we went second against a Mono Red deck that had freaking everything it needed when it needed it. Once more, we didn't find the Shadow's Verdict the moment we needed it. And we didn't find any lands as well. So that was painful. But hey, it's Mono Red. It is freaking Mono Red. Against everything else, it is not a coin flip. Because if we would have gone first against those Mono Red decks, we would have drawn our Shadow's Verdict in the first game. And we would have maybe had a land a turn sooner to react to those Mono Red barrages. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. At least I've got to say that the last Mono Red deck was a little bit more creative and had some stuff in it that you usually don't really see. So hey, got to give it to that guy. Or gal. Or whatever. Maybe Serpent. So, it was a very, very fun deck to play as my number 200. I'm very freaking happy I could have played it. I think it works very well. If you like this kind of deck, you will freaking enjoy this one. And if you made it this far, you obviously enjoyed what you've seen. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Become part of the Malone family. Check out the Discord. Check out the Patreon. Check out the everything. If you get the reference, let me know. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.